Anyway, right now we're being joined via Skype this morning by Latasha. You would know her popularly known as Latasha Lagos on social media. Now she is a lifestyle journalist whose career started at This Day back in the day, and she's worked with several other magazines as a writer and also as a lifestyle blogger as well. She's also, she's done quite a number of things over the years and hosted some shows as well. And she's joining us right now live. Hey, Latasha.
Hi, guys. How are you? Good morning,
Good, excellent. Good to see you. Good to see you. You look a bit relaxed, a bit chill. That's very nice.
Thank you.
So what have you been up to during this lockdown period? It's gradually coming to an end, but I know that you've been a bit busy at home. So tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I mean, apart from just observing all the rules, all this, the protocol regarding how to act in this period, we've been busy. I've been busy personally. I mean, I was busy doing the stay home challenge. One of the many challenges on social media that was really, really tasking.
Yeah.
We did that, myself and a bunch of media girls, and we
Oh
figured
yeah, we saw that. We saw
Yeah.
that. That was amazing. I mean, you guys, I don't know how you guys got in touch with each other. I mean, I saw the video was long, quite a number of.
WhatsApp groups definitely have their usage sometimes. You know?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really good and also quite creative as well. What you guys did.
That was all Kayla, by the way. Kayla Oniwu. I'm sure you know another.
Oh yeah, I know Kayla.
Girl. Yeah. So she brought us all together and we made that happen. So shout out to her. And then personally, the day before the lockdown, I was just thinking of how I could be useful to myself. And my mind went to the Hearts of Gold Children's Hospice, which is a children's hospice that I've been visiting since I was a teenager.
Yeah. Back
in Surulere, where I grew up. And I reached out to them just to check to see if they had supplies. I didn't even think I was going to call them, but I called them. And Mommy Ladra, the proprietress, told me that, they were in need of quite a number of items, which I found quite alarming, especially not knowing, how we're coming and going in this period.
Yeah.
And so when she told me, I was like, what can I do? Personally, I was just like, okay, let me start with one person on my WhatsApp. And I, sent a message, I composed it, I sent it, and, that picked up, old classmates, my Shagamu girls, our group, I sent it to them. I sent it to just all the different groups I was at on WhatsApp. And before I knew what was going on, I had raised 100,000 in like 30 minutes. I was
is this for the orphanage in Surulere? You said an orphanage in Surulere.
It's not an orphanage, it's a children's hospice.
Right.
So the difference is a lot of these children will not be adopted. Many of them are born with congenital diseases. And so it's hard, like they have huge underlying medical conditions, which doesn't allow them to be, fit for like adoption and stuff.
Yeah.
Many of them, some of them will die before they reach full adulthood, unfortunately. And so they're mostly abandoned, thrown in dustbins and stuff. And Mommy Laja made it her mission to like find these children and like put them in a safe place, give them a safe space, educate, keep them, their health. They have like round-the-clock nurse care and stuff like that.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm sure it's somewhere that I'd like to visit sometime.
It's on Alhaji Masha in Surulere.
Yeah, wow.
So
and this is a hospice where children with, and you're raising money for them during this lockdown period. That's amazing.
Well, what I did basically was I reached out to people and I said, I asked her for the priority grocery list of what they needed, and she gave that to me. And I just thought, let me spring to action and see what we can do. And, we're able to get loads of things, rice, bags of rice, diapers, oil, golden morn, all of the things, a lot of the things that the children need. And that was really, really happy. It made me really happy. I was able to work with the bakery as well in Surulere that will supply them bread throughout this period. So
wow, you're amazing.
I dare say it was a success.
Well, you're amazing. Thank you for what you're doing. Really, really good work. And of course, you said you're doing a lot of personal development as well. That's really good. But one thing I wanted to ask, earlier on the show today, we're talking about the fact that it seems like social media has gotten quite vicious and toxic over the last 2 weeks. People are just upset about different things. And so you just say something, and sometimes even innocently, and then people just go at you. and all of that. What do you have to say to that? Are people just generally angry and upset?
I think there's a bit of a cooking pot situation that we find ourselves like a pressure cooker. I mean, already we know that Nigerians, as Nigerians, we already sort of like are always on the edge because life is so fast paced and so hard here sometimes. And then this situation, remember that this is just the first quarter of the year. And a lot of people have not had the chance to recoup their, Christmas expenditure, beginning of the year, house rent, school fees, and stuff. And this Easter would have been the period where they would have just been easing into the year properly financially. And I'm talking about those with 9-to-5s. There are a lot more people on social media without 9-to-5 situations. And so you can imagine the general frustration that they feel, being forced, as it were, to be home in this period. There's the challenges of data, there's NEPA, or rather power, a lot of all these things that help us make our lives easier didn't necessarily help make life easier. I would have thought that, telecom companies would have, cut their data prices just to be able to accommodate this time. I would have thought platforms like DSTV would have, reduced their tariffs or even, completely removed, even if it's for a month, I heard that DSTV contributed 1 billion. If you ask me, they should have used that money to say, you know what, Nigerians, we will give you like a flat package. At least you can get like the basic news platforms. You can get like the Nigerian news stations and, so that you're able to keep up with the news. This is the time that people who pay the subscriptions can actually sit at home and enjoy it. And so I thought that a lot of these private companies would have done more to make people's lives easier. I can't speak to people's state of mind on social media, but you know how it is.
Yeah,
it's a jungle out there.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint-hearted. And there is something you can do. Use the mute button. Or better still, just don't engage.
Just don't engage.
Read a book.
Yeah, thank you so much, Latasha. It's been amazing, and really thank you for the work that you're doing at, you called it a hospice, the hospice in Surulere. And if you want to support the hospice, do reach out to her at Latasha Lagos.
Thank you, Yomi.
On social media.
Thank you so much.
And well done
to you guys, the heroes who are showing up every day at work. Thank you for
thank
what you're doing.
Thank you, Latasha.
We appreciate it.
We'll probably catch up later. And we have to take a quick break now. And after this break, we have another celebrity joining us. AY is on standby right now.